Okay, world, we're gonna have to have a talk real quick because I don't know about you guys, but Obama recently came out saying he supported gay marriages, which is a big deal. It's a huge step for gays, lesbians, homosexuals, that whole crowd. I have close friends personally who are, gay, lesbian, bi, whatever, and for me, it's just I'm happy knowing that they are starting to see the rights that they deserve. But I wanted to take a moment to step back and look at what pastors and priests and these so-called people of God are saying, because I myself am a Christian and I've at no point in time ever been against gay marriage or disagreed with it. But I just want to real quick a couple Bible verses. Um, One of them says, "I look upon all creatures equally; none are less dear to me, and none more dear," which blows my mind that these people who say they're people of God and who say that they preach the word of God can sit here and say that these people who, you know, care about someone as much as maybe a man and a woman do, want to tie the knot and want to make their relationship that much more official. And these people are saying that they don't deserve it because they're different or because they're evil. And it just, it's ridiculous. Um, and it's just, it boggles my mind in the fact that people can sit here and say that, him coming out and Obama saying that the fact that he supports gay marriage and people saying that this is going to cost him votes is ridiculous. Just, I just can't even wrap my head around it. It's ridiculous that we live in a society today where people are so judgmental and people are honestly so goddamn obsessed with things that are none of their business. If people want to get married and a woman wants to marry a woman, she should be able to do it. If a man wants to marry a man, I don't understand why he can't do it. You know what I mean? It's their decision. It is their choice. And I don't remember the exact quote. I actually just watched it, but there was a pastor from Virginia who sat there and said, well, the fact that Obama supports gay marriage is ridiculous, and I told my congregation that there was a problem, and by allowing gays and lesbians and bisexuals to get married is disgusting, and it just diminishes the value of marriage. And okay, I just that itself is disgusting to me. You have a man who, again, preaches the word of God and sits there and calls other human beings who are supposed to be pieces of his family, everyone children of God, and he sits there and says that they're disgusting people, and that the fact that one person supports their rights is disgusting and that somebody's not going to vote for them because of it. It blows my mind. I don't know. I think that people are blowing this out of proportion. I think that people don't give it as much credit as it deserves, and with diminishing the values of marriage, how is that even relevant? You have so many straight couples, a man and a woman, who get married nowadays and end up getting divorced, or they cheat, or it's an abusive relationship, or they don't take care of the kids, or just so many things that are diminishing the value of marriage. And for anyone to bypass all of those things that I just mentioned and say that gay marriage is what's going to diminish the values of marriage, just, it's ridiculous. These people, I feel, are so uneducated and they are trying to preach their beliefs. I'm sorry, but if you have beliefs like that, you shouldn't be preaching to anyone. You should be listening to someone who is more informed than yourself, and you should be learning from them. You should take what they have to say and reconsider and reevaluate your life views, because you are doing an awful job. These people that sit in your church and that follow you and that believe that what you're telling them is true and it's the right thing to do and it's believable and it's right, they're so oblivious to how wrong you are. And you know what? To those people who say that gay marriage shouldn't be allowed, I'm sorry, but I will never understand your viewpoint. I will never understand your support. I will never get your reasoning. There is no pathway in my mind that you could take with this that will ever make sense. And to the people who are following these pastors and who believe in what they're preaching, God help you. Really, God be with you. I don't know what else to say to you, because at this point I feel like you have been overcome by all of these ignorant aspects of religion and just the narrow-mindedness. And it's not something God would preach. God would never tell someone that, oh, because they're different, you should be condescending towards them. You don't talk to them. You don't allow them to be happy. That's not what God would want. And for this bullshit about, oh, well, in the Bible it says, oh, yeah, gay is wrong and there's only a man and a woman. Yeah, maybe it does say that, oh, here's another verse. It says, but a single man was created for the sake of peace among mankind, that none should say to his fellow, my father was greater than your father. Which, again, is another thing from the Bible that says that people are equal. You don't look at someone and you say, oh, I'm better than you are because I'm straight, or, you're not as great as me because you're gay. It's wrong. And just, people are missing the point of religion. You're missing the equality, you're missing the love for one another that you should have, and you're missing the love for God that should be there, which this isn't even about religion. This is about civil rights, and this is about respecting one another's viewpoints, and this is about just being equal. You have so many points throughout years where, in our history, where civil rights weren't there. You didn't have civil rights for blacks and African Americans, and they fought and they got to where they are by fighting. And you have women before that who fought to have civil rights and to have rights of having a job and earning the same respect that men got. And so many points in our history where people have fought for civil rights, and so many groups of people have looked at them and been like, no, you're wrong. You are disgusting for thinking that you have a place. People did that with women, and they did it with African Americans, and now they're doing it with gays and lesbians and homosexuals and transgender people and everything else that is under that group. And actually, you know what? I'm sorry. That's not even a group. They are human beings. They are nothing more than human beings. They are the same thing that I am. They are the same thing that you are. And they are the same thing that Obama is. And the same thing that every president and every famous person and every person on this world is. They are flesh, bones, organs, and they have a heart just like we do, and they have a brain, and they have eyes and everything else that we have. And yet people like the people who don't support Obama now because of him supporting gay marriage, they they're nothing. They're the same exact thing as you are. They have a heart, which apparently you don't, because if you can honestly sit there and say that these people don't deserve to have the right to live a life that they've always wanted, then you are backwards. And again, you need to reevaluate, and you need to find God, and you need to find really the true purpose of God, because at this point, you're just really backwards, and I have no respect for you whatsoever. So, as someone who has friends, um, and close friends who are gay, lesbian, bisexual, whatever, even acquaintances, I'm asking you to please reconsider and to please reevaluate your viewpoint and to please look at it from a different point of view other than yours. And I really just wish people would just rethink what they're saying and really just take what I said about these pastors seriously. Like, just read through 2 pages of the Bible. I'm asking you, anywhere in the Bible, and tell me if you think that these pastors are really following the Word of God by saying that these people don't deserve to be happy and don't deserve to have civil rights. Just give it a chance, and if you're still not satisfied and you still don't agree with it, fine. I can respect that. But until then, I have nothing else to say to you. But for right now, I respect Obama, and I think that even if it does cost him votes, and even if he doesn't get reelected, I will always respect him for what he did, and I will always respect him putting his votes out like that, and I will always respect him for being the man to step up and say that he supports, you know, same gender couples getting married. And yeah, I guess that's about it. I mean, what can you do? Good luck, and yeah, I guess that's about it. See ya.